Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is September 21st, and our reading is All the Money in the World. Giving money and power to government is like giving whiskey and car keys to teenage boys. And that's P.J. O'Rourke from Parliament of Whores. Governments act as if they had all the money in the world because they do. They just print a bunch of brightly colored paper and force citizens to give them things for it. Sweet gig. Volitional comic formation is when something is wrong, we know it's wrong, and we do it anyway. Spending money like there's no tomorrow pretty much guarantees there will not be a tomorrow. There is a limit to how much debt we can put on our public credit card, and we're about to find what that is. If you take $1 trillion and divide it by 330 million people, that's about 3,000 per person. $35 trillion of debt means about $105,000 per debt per person, man, woman, and child, in the United States based on the $35 trillion debt that it's racked up so far. There is something wrong with this picture, and just saying we'll kick it down the road a piece and see what we can do is a recipe for disaster. When we talk about volitional comic, and that's not with an O, it's with an A, comma, volitional comic formation, what we're talking about is when we know that something is wrong, we think about it for a second, and then we go ahead and we do it anyway. The comic debt that we incur by being snide to our mother or being thoughtless and careless with people in our family is every bit as real as the financial debt that someday is going to have to be paid. If we just kick the can down the road, we are laying that debt on our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and generations unheard of. And that is wrong. We shouldn't be doing that. Of course, that's just us, and we're not modern monetary theorists or new Keynesian or any of the other bright lights that have led us into this abyss. But that is what we think. A good rule of thumb might be 5 words. Don't spend all the money. Since that was written in 2022 and recorded in 24 and 25, the debt is now $37 trillion. It's more than half the money in the world. And the bet is that the rest of the world is going to enable us to buy sun hats for our horses, and we'll promise that if they'll change everything, we won't abandon them. We just want them to change all their culture and do things the way we want them to do it and make us happy. Now, what are the odds that's going to happen? That sounds like a triumph of hope over experience. When has anybody willfully crushed their culture just to keep the hoity-toity guys down in town happy? Talk about your town mouse, country mouse. Same goes for the grasshopper and the ant. The grasshopper will allow you to lend him money as long as you get rid of your anthill. And happy trails to you until we meet again.